We are in the Canyonlands, finally. About a 3.5 hour drive. And we are at the first site. It's a little blustery and cold, but way better than where we left. We left, it was snowing. And the first site we're at today is Newspaper Rock. And so we're about to take a look at an amazing petroglyph panel. So why don't you join us? There he is, the legend. A couple things you want to notice before we go up there. This is the site we're going to. You want to notice the major overhang, which protects the glyphs, and the surface itself is the darkest patinaed area anywhere. And when I mean dark patina, you can see some of the dark stained black areas here. That's the patina that forms after hundreds and thousands of years of the desert varnish, is what it's called. So we're going to be going over to the overhang here to check it out. Leah's already over there, so come along. Let's take a look at this amazing panel, Newspaper Rock. Alright, so here we go. Newspaper Rock. This is about 20 minutes outside of Monticello, west of. And according to the sign I'm about to read you, Newspaper Rock is a petroglyph panel etched in sandstone that records approximately 2,000 years of early human activity. Prehistoric peoples, probably from the archaic, basket maker, Fremont, and Pueblo cultures, etched on this rock from before BC time to AD 1300. And that's basically what we already know. So we're probably looking at 3,000 or more years of continuous art. What have you seen so far?
Some cool stuff. I like this glyph down here that looks like a conjunction of sorts.
The two suns?
Two suns, yeah. Or could be some other solar event.
And there's definitely two different things going on inside of each.
Yeah. And then directly above that, above the weird looking foot or hand, that's probably not a foot or a hand, that
yeah, Rex said
right above it.
Check out, a lot of the feet here have 6 fingers or toes.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
We're going to take a look at that, but let's give it, I'm going to get an overview real quick here.
I like also just to the left, like of the buffalo, it's probably, they'll probably say it's a corn plant, but it could be a plasma formation.
Yeah, left of buffalo.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then there's another, looks like a star with
at the top here?
Yeah, almost with like a planet, but not a round planet. Oh, that kind of interesting.
So let's give
Oh,
you...
and this guy right here.
With the tail?
Lizard, yeah, lizard-looking thing, which I'm sure isn't a lizard. I'm sure that's a plasma formation.
Because of the moon on top?
Yeah. And look at the rows of dots across the shoulders.
And so that is one of the feet facing down that has... a
lot of toes.
A lot of toes.
But then
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 toes there. And this one,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the right.
Yeah.
This could have been added by vandals, so you always have to be careful here.
Well, it's the same shade, so I suspect not. You know?
Just get a broad view of this amazing petroglyph panel. And so some of the older patina ones here up above, see that? Right straight above me? The anthropomorph holding a sword or a shield.
Yep, he's really cool.
Next to the weird thing.
That's probably the oldest one here, don't you think?
So far. You clearly see some older glyphs here that have just been glyphed over.
Really faded.
Yeah.
The shield is very interesting. What are those usually
Yeah, these are Fremont, the ones with the horses.
Yeah.
And they're probably like more in the 700, 500 year range.
Oh, this plasma guy in the center here is awesome too.
Alan, what'd you find over there?
Just an alcove with water coming down. Not much, but beautiful.
This is so fresh looking.
Wow. Looks like an elk coming out of that person, or that one.
On the top right, yeah. Coming out of their head.
Right.
Ooh,
An elk coming out of their head.
yeah.
Next to a peace sign.
This plasma guy right in the center is very interesting, and then just to the left of him, there's this weird figure. Well, this looks like an astrological symbol.
That peace sign, I think, was someone put that in later.
Oh yeah, the circle's old. The
circle's
inside
old,
isn't.
Pretty impressive.
Don't you?
I did.
Want to scoot by?
I'm just panning real slow to get all this in here.
Huh. Interesting.
So a lot of these are just modern day scenes, pictographs of what was going on. There's buffalo there, I think. See that, Alan?
What's that?
Buffalo.
Yes.
And so,
And they're hunting elk and deer
yeah.
with the plasma.
The snake. And we're back.
And I didn't notice that the first time I was
That is the star of the show right there.
Which?
The parrot that has both arms turned down with the snake.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. He, the center plasma guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
And there's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
I mean, everywhere we go, there are these like plasma snakes, right? It's not. That's not a coincidence.
It's one of the creation stories for the for these the natives here.
Yeah.
But the fact that these parrot instabilities are everywhere. And Jacob's ladder with hands on top. I like
Right,
that.
That is so cool.
So you, the central plasma guy that we all think is so cool.
Yeah.
You see that weird symbol to the left of him under the animal,
I see the concentric
yeah.
circles.
Like the
and then up and left.
Oh, like a wishbone?
Yeah.
wishbone, yeah.
I find that's pretty interesting. I've never seen anything like that.
We're talking about these concentric circles and up and left the wishbone.
It looks like an astrological symbol, doesn't it?
Or a device.
Or device.
Yeah,
Or because an actual wishbone could be.
could be.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Buffalo is fantastic.
Then a medicine wheel, pretty traditional. And a little herd. And then those pelts. And from what we know, there's several different clans, at least 4 major clans out here that had different styles of glyphs. And clearly, occupation after occupation here, with the Fremont appearing to be the most recent here on this panel. There's an arrow, nice little, we've seen that. That's with an arrow with a person on top. Giant arrow.
Yeah.
Real deep pecking there. And then the older snake above it.
Right. Wow, this one here looks like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, with the guy on top.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about. Soak it in. Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I like the upside down animal right above the Christmas tree guy,
Yeah.
falling from the sky.
Yes.
And then the one of the real old petroglyphs above that of the snake motif again.
Yeah. And that's kind of interesting too. Just to the right of the snake, not the little animal, but there's like a ribbon, but it has like almost like knots intersecting it. So in between the lizard and those old plasma, it's coming off of the lizard guy.
Yeah.
All right, we're off to Shea Canyon.